Hi guys, it's Odie with Odie's Pop-Up Kitchen. And today I'm going to be doing some jerk pork. Normally I would do it on the grill, but it's been raining and I'm not going outside. So I'll show you how to do it in your oven. So I've washed my pork and I bought the pork shoulder. I had them slice it 1 inch. Now the reason why I have it sliced is easier to cook. If we're going to do it on the grill, we will do it a different way, and I'll show you whenever that time comes. So first, I'm going to use my complete seasoning, and I'm just going to sprinkle it over evenly. And you want it to get into the corners. And normally I have some seasoning that I get from Jamaica, but it's done. So we're going to use what we have. And that would have been their jerk seasoning with the pimento and pepper. This is a dry rub that I got. It's a pork dry rub. So I'm going to add that to it too. I'm also on the last leg of it. Got to replenish that. And then we have the dry jerk. This is a JCS brand. Love this brand. And all we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing as we did with the first. We're going to evenly do this. We're going to turn this over and we're going to repeat the same steps. And the reason why I'm wearing my mask is that I'm preparing this food not for my family, but for a friend. And I want to make sure I do the right thing, because I would like, if they would have been doing something for me, that they would also think to protect themselves and me as well. So there we go. And I like to do these individually because I feel it gets in it better, and I space them. I don't like my meat on top of each other, just like I don't like my food when you serve it, it's piling on each other. I think it cooks evenly when it's spaced. The heat gets to go through the meat, the seasoning gets to do the same, to do its job. And now this is some jerk sauce. I have the JCS brand, and then I bought another brand, and it was two halves. So I combine them and make them a whole. And we're gonna add some, oh, I should have opened this. Mushroom soy sauce. This goes perfectly with it. You just wanna evenly apply it. Now for the good stuff. We're gonna rub it up. And we're just gonna rub it all the way in to it. You're gonna let it sit for a bit. When you season it with this much season, you don't need to do this overnight. We're all busy people, and we want to be able to do something on a go, but not just something that's not good, something that's palatable. But if done right, honey, it will be beautiful on the palate. Now I have my oven set for 375, and we're gonna pop this in there. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this one. We're gonna pop this in there, and I will show you the steps as to what I do throughout the process of doing this. You put it in there, you leave it, but in about 30 minutes you check it again, and I'll show you what I do in that. I want you to come in on it and see that they're evenly coated. I'm gonna turn it over so you can see both sides. There we go. And all the excess that you have in the pan, scoop it up. Find a place for it on the meat, because you want the sides. See, I have the sides, the skin. Boom, that's the good part. You really want to get in there. All right, I think we're ready. So I'm gonna take my gloves off, at least this one. And now we're gonna pop it into the oven. So I took this out the oven. As you can see, it has water in it. This is, you can reuse this for a sauce for yourself to drizzle on something, but I don't want to keep it in there because you want your pork to taste like jerk pork, feel like the texture of it, like it was on the grill. So I get a pot and I pour it off into that pot. So you don't have to throw it away. You can reuse it or you can throw it away. With this, I'm now going to turn the pork, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. And if it gains more oil, we're going to do the same thing, okay? So this is the end results for the jerk pork. I'm going to cut it up and I'll plate it in a bit. This is my jerk pork. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. All I did was I washed my pork with some vinegar. Then I made sure the excess water is off of it. Then I added some complete seasoning. I had a dry pork, dry rub. I added that. I added the dry jerk and the jerk sauce together with the mushroom soy sauce. And I rub it together, put it in my oven for 375 in 30 minutes. I checked it. I poured off the water that was formed in it. And then I turned it and I put it back in the oven. And I repeated my steps until the pork starts to form oil and not water. When that happens, you are getting to the place of it's done. You want to flip it again, make sure that all sides are evenly browned and cooked, and then you're ready. All I did, it looked like this before, and I cut it up, and here it is. Thank you for your valued time. I do appreciate you viewing. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.